13 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. It's another good night for them and another good night for him. Dominic Szoboszlai's now scored in back-to-back Premier League games. Got one at Manchester City on Sunday, and he scored in the first half here, a goal that went through the legs of Dan Burn, and a lovely finish in the second half from Alexis McAllister, having been teed up by Mo Salah. There were some lovely moments from him, passes with the outside of the boot, lovely little cameos in another very solid Liverpool performance. You wonder if it might have been different had Callum Wilson taken the chance when he was one-on-one, but he couldn't finish. But Liverpool win again. It's inevitable they're going to be league champions.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. I would describe that victory as comfortable and comprehensive at the same time. I really would. As it was against another Champions League opponent in the shape of Manchester City at the weekend. Newcastle came here, they don't have a good record, but Liverpool went about their business superbly well. They've got a style and a fluency about them at this moment in time. Oh, when I say at this moment in time, actually all season. And that today was comfortable. Yes, Wilson had a chance, but you know something, you probably have felt, had he scored, Liverpool, Liverpool could have stepped up a gear. They look champions-elect. They've been fantastic from the word go. And as I said, comprehensive and comfortable.
Ali, thank you. So Liverpool move on to 67 points, 13 clear at the top of the table. The next time we see them will be in the cauldron of the Parc des Princes in the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. Victorious tonight, Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 0.
Thank you very much, Darren and Ali. A lot of noise inside Anfield tonight. The fans can feel it. They know something special is happening. Unbeaten in 24 Premier League games and 13 points clear at the top of the table after that 2-0 win over Newcastle. And we can hear from the goal scorers now. Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister are with Becky Ives.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. Guys, congratulations. Alexis, how are you managing to constantly churn out these performances and results?
Well, thank you very much. I think it's the desire to win trophies. We know that this season we have maybe the opportunity to win some, so we are really happy, working really hard, and hopefully we can keep on going.
Dominic, that's the first time you've scored back-to-back Premier League goals this season. Do you feel like you're playing some of your best football of your career? Come in. I said, do you feel like you're playing some of the best football of your career? It's the first time you scored back-to-back Premier League goals this season.
Yeah, well, it's my second season, so it was not a long time that I had any chance to score twice in a different game. So, no, I'm really happy to have the team. But, yeah, as I say, the most important is the team. If I can score even more goals back-to-back, I would be happy. But until we are in the first position of the league, I'm more happy.
Was the timing of your goal crucial? Because Newcastle were just starting to get a little bit of joy going forward, but you whipped it in and stubbed it out.
Yeah, maybe we didn't start the second half as we wanted. But yeah, as you said, it was nice because I like to get to this position. Sometimes I don't get the ball, but this time Mo played it, so really happy for that.
I don't know if you know the Arsenal results, but you're now 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League. At what point do you start to see the light here and think, hang on, this might happen?
Well, after mathematically they have no chance to get us. So, yeah, we are really happy that we are 13 points clear, but we will focus on ourselves. Now we have a Champions League coming up, so we will have to focus on this as well. And then, yeah, game by game, we are looking forward to stay in the top.
Does it feel like a luxury to have 7 days off before your next Champions League game?
Yeah, definitely. We need it. We were talking and we were a little bit tired, but this week will be nice to get some rest, some days off, and yeah, thanks to Arne as well.
Are you targeting 3 trophies then this year? You've got Newcastle again in the League Cup final coming up.
When I came to Liverpool, I wanted to win everything in my first season, so I don't like to talk about it. We have to focus, as I said, game by game. First Champions League we have to go through, and then we have a Premier League game in between, and then we have a cup final. So against them, really tough team, really good team, really good playing style what they do. So we have to be ready and focus first in the Champions League, and then the cup final is coming up as well.
We just said you wanted to win everything coming to Liverpool. How do you feel about winning Player of the Match trophy? Will you take that one? Alexis, would you do the honours for us? Well done, Dominic.
Thank you very much, Becky. Dominic Szoboszlai there saying until it's not mathematically impossible, they are not going to lose focus, but it is starting to look like a procession. You talked about just how focused they are, Rafa. How comfortable were they out there tonight?
I liked the interviews, and I will say, Steve, that when you are winning trophies,
yes,
then you have the feeling that everybody is involved, everybody is committed, and then it's what they say, they desire to win trophies. Mathematically, still we are there, one game at a time. That is the right message, and that is the right mentality. So you have seen a team that mentally is strong enough. Everybody is working together. Even they talk about days off. That is another plus. So they work with the desire, the mentality, the commitment, the work rate that you need. But also I will say something in favor of the manager. That is that they know what they have to do. When they have to drop off and defend, they defend. When they have to attack, they attack with numbers. When they have to keep the ball or game management at the end, they were keeping and passing the ball. So you can see a team that has belief that they can win and that they want to win trophies. And at the same time, they know what they have to do because the manager is doing a good job.
And we're watching a side who look relentless, Macca,
yes,
but it also looks like they've got gears to go through and they're not playing at their top level.
Yeah, Ali said, were comfortable, didn't he? They were very calm. They won at a canter, really. You felt as if Newcastle did get into the game at any stage, they could go again and get a goal. Incredibly efficient. You see the last minute, the work ethic closing down, even in Fulham, even in Newcastle's penalty area. You know, Salah in the last kick of the game, trying to win something. Trying to nick something back. So their commitment to get the job done, their professionalism, their game management again was excellent. They didn't look in any discomfort today, a bit like the Manchester City game. The last game here against Wolves, that's when they wobbled a little bit. But since then, they've just stepped on it again, and they're in cruise control, aren't they? Everybody else is falling away, helping them. But what they need to do is get the right results themselves. And at this moment in time, they're unstoppable, they really are.
And they're still on for a treble. How sustainable is it, Rafa, the way that they're playing, that style?
No, I think it's fine because of what I said before, they are changing players when the game was nearly there. 75, 77 minutes, the manager is changing players. So giving a rest, giving a chance to the others to be part of the group. So if you can change, and now they have some days off, so they know that mentally you can be tired, but if you are winning, you can carry on. But if you are winning and you have some days off, they know the fixtures. They know we have to play this game. So that means that everybody's thinking about we want to win this trophy, go for the next one, go for the next one. So they can do it because they believe that they can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. They are so focused there. But Liverpool certainly one hand on that Premier League trophy, 13 points clear. There were 4 other games this evening in the Premier League, which kicked off at 7:30. Manchester City won 1-0 away at Spurs. Erling Haaland with his 20th Premier League goal of the season in that one. Manchester United had to come from behind against Ipswich, but they won 3-2 at Old Trafford. Harry Maguire with the 3rd goal in that one. Brentford went in front, but Everton got a goal back through Jake O'Brien, his 1st goal for the club. So the Toffees unbeaten in 7 Premier League matches since David Moyes' return. What a job he has done there. And the reason Liverpool are 13 clear is because Arsenal could only manage a goalless draw against Nottingham Forest. And this is what it all means for the Premier League table. Liverpool sitting very prettily at the top, 13 points clear. Forest stay 3rd in the table. Manchester City move above Chelsea into 4th, but you've still just got 6 points between 3rd place and Aston Villa down in 10th. So that race for Europe is just so tight. Brentford in 11th there, and Manchester United moving 1 place up to 14th. Welcome back. Rafa Benitez has been teaching me a new phrase, the maquinaria bien engrasada, the machine well-oiled, and that is exactly what Liverpool are. Absolutely slick in that 2-0 victory over Newcastle, and they are 13 points clear at the top of the table because Arsenal could only manage a goalless draw against Nottingham Forest. It was Marino who led the line, but just one shot on target for the Gunners, and it ended in a stalemate. But Rafa, tonight, just how would you sum up that Liverpool performance?
I think we have been talking about the commitment of every player. At the beginning, remember when Slot was saying, maybe they will miss me, maybe not. So more or less, we have seen that the maquinaria is bien engrasada. So
you said it so much better than I did.
We have seen that they know what they have to do. So we have seen a team that is capable to press when they give the ball away, that is capable to play quick transitions, counter-attack, and is capable to defend if it's necessary. So our people were telling me that they have more clean sheets than anyone in the Premier League. That is balance, because they can attack with numbers, and at the same time they can defend. So Newcastle United didn't have any shot on target. Why? Because they were doing a great job. So we're talking in the first half about the balance of Newcastle 4-4-2. Liverpool didn't have too many chances, but they didn't concede any chance. So when they are attacking, when they are pressing, still they are defending with numbers in a good position, and they stop the other teams to play counter-attack or have clear chances. So any game can change. But what we have seen is a team that is very consistent in terms of performing at a very good level. Very good level.
Yeah, they've got such a high level now. They almost don't need the manager, do they? You know, as long as, of course, the manager picks the sides, but they know what jobs that they need to do. And anybody who comes on the pitch, whether Curtis Jones starts, whether Gakpo starts, they will put in those type of performances. They are that good at the moment. Endo comes on, always has an impact. Darwin Núñez at times comes on, has an impact. So they can rely on now 15, 16, 17 players. And as soon as anybody leaves the pitch and somebody enters the pitch, the intensity level doesn't drop. It rises, it goes again. And when you have this level of performance that you can trust every single week, if they go out and do that performance again, they'll get a result. And that's what they're showing at the moment. So they're almost 1-0 up before they come out on the pitch. They're that confident, and the fans are that confident in them.
Is that just the right blend of experience through the side, that title winner?
Possibly. And the new signings that came into the club, the recent new signings, which was last year really, Slobberslai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Endo, those type of players have all improved. And they're all a year more experienced. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, a year more experienced. So you can rely on them more. A lot of the youngsters, the Kwanzas, the Conor Bradleys, they've come into the team and always done a job. So when you've got 20 players, and people say they're fortunate about injuries, to a certain extent they are, but Arne Slot brought a sports scientist with him who he trusts implicitly brought him with him, Ruben, and he's done a wonderful job. So it's not luck as well. He makes 5 substitutes every single game. He makes sure he rotates his team. So he knows what he's doing, and he's helping the players out as much as he can, because the schedule is hard and arduous.
Rafa, take us through how they opened the scoring. It was two...
Let me 1 second, sorry, because Steve made a good point. The rotation of the players.
It happens now and again, Rafa, don't worry about it.
When you have a manager that is doing a job, when you have a staff that they analyse things, and I have the experience when you have to compete in different competitions at the maximum level, normally you win trophies in the last 10 games, is what they say. So then, if you can rotate your players and everybody's coming and making something, a job, giving something to the team, then you can rely on him for the next game, and then still you can perform. So the winning teams are not teams in modern football with 15, 16 players. They have 20 players, some young players come in and they have a contribution. So that is what they are doing at the moment.
Keeping everybody happy.
Yeah, it's not because, that is not easy. So it's easy to say, but it's easy when you are winning. Because if not, the people not involved will be, but because you are winning, you can change this one, and everybody's happy because they know what he said to me. I like me in Spanish. The desire to win trophies, what McAllister was saying, that is the main thing. Everybody knows that they can be part of this winning team, and that is the winning mentality that you need.
So, and that's infectious, I imagine, as well.
It's very positive for everyone. But you say about the fans, the staff, everybody has the belief we can win trophies. And everybody's pushing and making a contribution.
It certainly looks like Dominic Szoboszlai has the belief as well. He's a man in form. Just take us through how he opened the scoring for Liverpool tonight.
So I think the way that they play, so we have seen, you see they regain the ball, and it's a quick transition. But it's not just, sometimes it's the pace that they use when they go. You can go forward, but you see still he's running, and then they go forward, and now you see 4 players. You see a lot of players of Newcastle United, but the movement is dropping off a little bit, has the space. So that is a clever movement. It's more a movement of a striker than a midfielder, but he did really well.
Do you think Nick Pope has to do a bit better there, Maka, or was that unfair?
Yeah, I think it's slightly unfair, only because it goes through Tonali and Dan Burns' legs. So he is slightly unsighted right up until he's on the 6-yard box, Dan Burn. You see here, this is a better angle. He's unsighted when he hits the ball. He sees it there. He's down. He's a big, tall goalkeeper. It's probably hard for him to get down and get it away at seeing it such late. But the second goal was similar. You know, they were all backing off. They were all back in defence. They had numbers back. They outnumbered Liverpool in defence, but still conceded, and they just didn't learn. They defended well. They got behind the ball, which was great. But you see here, they lose the ball. Liverpool are off again. It's McAllister off again. He starts to move. Szoboszlai's running forward. Trent's gone. You see how many red shirts in the box. But look at all the black and white shirts. They all get back. Yeah, McAllister's in glorious isolation when he receives the ball.
It's a principle in defence. So you have to defend the space, but the main thing, you have to defend the man. So then you have to find this balance between defending the space and the man. So a number of players, Liverpool getting into the box, when they were winning still with a lot of players, that is another positive.
Before Salah gives him the ball, before Salah chops back onto his left foot, Tonali is touched tight with Alexis McAllister. And as soon as Mo goes back onto his right foot, it's not Tonali, it's Bruno Guimaraes. And as soon as he chops back onto his right foot, Guimaraes drops towards the goal as if we need to protect the goal. And he leaves McAllister. And of course, Salah in the form he is in, he just puts it on a play for him, and it was all about the finish, and the Argentinian smashes it into the net.
Is he a bit of an unsung hero, do you think, in that team, McAllister?
Yeah.
I know everyone respects him and rates him highly. I just feel like we talk a lot about the other players in that team.
Yes, and I think that's normal, to be honest. The goal scorers get the credit, and Gakpo's had a great season. Mo's been off the charts, hasn't he? Darwin scored late goals. Diaz has chopped in, and Jota. So they will dominate because they will score the goals. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper or Van Dijk or the 3 in midfield, that triangle in midfield has been phenomenal. Curtis Jones, when he's coming, has been phenomenal. But yeah, that'll always happen, unfortunately. There's always maybe that number 6, that number 8 role, which just doesn't get highlighted as much as the goal scorers. It's as simple as it's always been like that, unfortunately.
The number 6 in England is the number 5 in South America.
South America, yeah.
And it's crucial. It's crucial to give balance to the team. You were talking about Tonali.
It's always been like that, unfortunately. And now Rodri's got the Ballon d'Or, so we all appreciate that role, but we all also have to accept that the goal scorers, the people who assist, the ones who are creative, who do something nice on the eye, will always get the publicity. Excuse me.
But we are talking Mascherano here.
Yeah, Mascherano.
Didi Hamann. So even Xabi Alonso, that was a different kind of midfielder. But now you have a player here that Gravenberch is coming and is working so hard in this area that he's giving confidence and freedom to the others, and McAllister is doing the same. So these players are crucial for coaches, and as you say, the strikers, they get the credit, but these players, they give confidence to the rest of the team.
Yeah, and they have.
Diaz going at share. There's the chance, took a deflection and it's Dominic Szoboszlai. Salah. And then the shot, that's a great finish. That went in like a rocket from McAllister.
Another win for Liverpool, who are 13 clear out the top. We can get the post-match thoughts from their manager now. Arne Slot has been chatting to Becky Ives.
Well, Arne, a different bird's eye view today. Did you like what you saw from up there?
Yes, I did. Although there were things to improve as well. I think we were sometimes, I don't think it's concentration, but maybe it was because it was our 5th game in 15 days that I saw a few times, us struggling a little bit with the ball that I'm not used from the players, but they were great after so many games. Was incredible, not only from the ones who started, also the ones that came in. So again, not only a very good team performance, but a very good squad performance.
Dominic Szoboszlai, first time he scored in back-to-back Premier League games. In this tight period of time, has he almost thrived in the most difficult part of the season?
I think he's been very, very important for us the whole season. Not always this was seen, but again today maybe people talk about his goal, which They should, because it was an important goal and a good goal. But I think what helped the team even more than him scoring a goal was the amount of times he wins the second ball, he wins the ball back for us, he runs for two players. So it's that probably deserves even more credit than him scoring a goal. But it's nice that he starts to score scoring goals as well, because that in the end is also what you need to do if you are an attacking midfielder that wears the Liverpool shirt.
That is 11 points from a possible 15 in this tight period of time. What have you liked, or potentially what have you learnt about the squad that you have in this period?
No, many things I've liked, because after Everton, after Villa, and the Wolves game wasn't an easy win as well. People started to doubt some things about our game. But we reacted so well against City, and then all of a sudden everybody was very positive again. And sometimes what you then see is that players like, oh, now we are all of a sudden really good. And they don't do the same effort anymore as they did before. So for all the mental challenges we had, so people questioning us, and then everybody really positive, but players just kept calm and did the things that they have to do, and that is making it as hard as possible for the other team to play against us. And then eventually, normally or most of the times, our quality then makes the difference.
You are 13 points clear at the top. At what point do you start to see the light of this very long Premier League season, thinking, we might do this?
No, it's still a long way to go, 10 games. And now in the month March, I think we only play one Premier League game. And we have the final, of course, international break, and two very important games against Paris Saint-Germain. So we're not focused on the long term. I know, and the players that watch the French league as well, they know how difficult of a game Paris Saint-Germain will be, because they are in probably the same form as we are. Hardly lose, win their games by big margins, lead the league as well by margin. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult task for both teams. And now I think the players have 2 days off, so Saturday we go back and focus on Paris Saint-Germain more than we focus on the league table in the Premier League.
Yeah, does it feel like a luxury to actually give them 2 days off and have 7 days before your next game?
Yeah, that's true. Although I would have loved to play, because the likes of Harvey Elliott, Joao Kwanzaa, Federico Chiesa, for them it would have been really good to have a game. So unfortunately we lost against Plymouth, so that means we have the weekend off, which is for Virgil and for Mo and these players very good. So if we would have went to the next round of the FA Cup, we again wouldn't have started them. But yeah, the situation is as it is. We accept it, and we train Saturday and then focus on the Wednesday game.
And look, just last question. Mentally, what do you think tonight might have done for your players when you have to face Newcastle again in a neutral ground for a trophy?
I don't think that means so much, because I saw a different Newcastle tonight than I saw a few months ago when we played them there. I don't know if that's for a reason, but normally I see them pressing 4-5-1, and now they press 4-4-2. So maybe they wanted to do things a bit differently. They rested, or he's injured, I don't know. But Isaac wasn't there. Joe Linton wasn't there. So I think we can expect something different in a few weeks. But probably we are rested a bit better than we were in our 5th game in 15 days.
Anna, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Alexander is stuck with a bit of a groin injury. We'll touch on that cup final in a moment. He said there's a long way to go. 10 games, they are 13 clear, so surely the champions-elect now. But he's spoken about his players staying calm, Rafa. How much do you think that comes from the manager?
I'm sure that a lot of this mentality, this approach is coming from the manager. So when you have experience, you say, listen, that is what we have to do. And the players, they listen to you. So it's like when you have your daughter and they don't listen to you, they listen to the teacher. So that is the same. So then they will listen to the manager. They will not listen maybe someone close to them, but the manager, yes. So it's like the professional and say, you have to do this. And they learn from that. So he has the right mentality. And the players, they have experience. You said before, no? Players with the quality that they have been in these situations in the past, they have experience. But the young players, these players that they are not playing, they are trying to be part because everybody has the same message. So everybody follow the same idea, and the same belief that they can win trophies.
Yeah, Liverpool have got players in their ranks at the moment that have won every trophy around, haven't they? The spine of the team, the keeper, Virgil van Dijk, even Mo Salah, the leaders, they're the ones with big voices. They might necessarily be shouters and screamers, Mo's certainly not. But people look up to them because their level of performance is always very, very high.
And they're consistent
with it. So they bring everybody else with them. So the new players who've only just come into the team, the young inexperienced players who are into the side, they look at those people and follow them. And they're bringing them up to such a level now in terms of recovery, in terms of how they deal with themselves off the pitch, because they all know that winning trophies is the most important thing, and they're well on the way to doing it.
He also said, Rafa, just how much he liked their work rate tonight, and that was something you picked up on watching the game. What did you think of their mentality out there?
I was taking notes of when he was talking about the slowest light, because I was watching AC Milan against Liverpool in Milan, and I liked the movement. So then you can see all the time every player, everyone. So now they are under pressure. So you see Diaz following the player, going on the floor and regaining. You are talking about a winger and a very offensive player. And then here the same. As soon as they can, they press, and then quick transition, they go forward. But you see the number of players. That is desire is balance also in attack, not just in defense. Now they cannot control the game. What they do is they drop off, and you see all the players, everybody behind the ball defending. That is the difference between other teams. There are teams that they have managed, they say, this is my style, and I will not change. And they can be even relegated. This manager is saying, oh, we need to drop off, we drop off. We need to play long, we play long. So if you have players that they can run behind defenders, if you have players that they can defend crosses, so you have players that they will do whatever they have to do to win. Because as you say, to win trophies or to win games is the main thing. And this team, it's because of the manager, it's because of the experience, it's because of the mentality. They are capable to defend, they are capable to play counter-attack, and they are capable to sustain the attack. He was unhappy because they were not better on the ball than in other games. So that means sustain the attack when you have more possession and you are better than the other team. So they have this balance, and they are good in so many things that they have this chance to win more trophies, not just one or two.
Eddie, just simply, how do you see that one tonight?
I thought we played okay tonight. I thought, decent performance. Disappointed with the goals we conceded. I think they're the key moments in the game, especially the first goal. We just don't track the man into the box. We don't mark him tightly enough. And from there, it's always difficult when you concede here. Then we're in the game, we're fighting and scrapping to try and get that next goal, and then we do exactly the same thing. We don't mark tightly enough in the box, simple pass into it, and good finish from their perspective. But two really soft goals.
Callum Wilson did have some chances going forward. Is the lack of football against him in those decisive moments?
I don't know. Callum will always back himself, and we'll back him to take those chances when they came. I think they're not easy opportunities. I thought he played really well tonight. He led the line well, worked hard. Typical Callum performance. He'll back himself on another day maybe to get a goal there.
I think he went off down the tunnel. Is his head okay? Because with Isak out as well, you don't want anything to happen to him.
Yeah, of course. I think he's okay. I think it was a nasty cut rather than anything else.
To have 0 shots on target, is that below the standard of what you would expect, though?
Yeah, it's not good. Can't sit here and say it's that's what we planned pre-game. But I think there were moments for us. I don't think it was a game where we didn't have pressure around their goal or opportunities to do better. Obviously, you're not going to get an abundance of chances here. So when you do get them, we're going to have to be clinical, and we weren't today.
Well, look, you get to play them again on a neutral ground. Do you feel you've actually learnt a lot from tonight?
I think you always learn. Sometimes you learn more in defeat than you do in victory. I think the 2 games against them this season, we've been competitive. And I thought we were competitive today, but we're going to have to obviously perform better if we want to win.
You've got a home game against Brighton next. How crucial has that game become, and especially how tight it is for those European spots, that you make the most of your home games? Yeah, we need to find our best rhythm again. We've got a few key players out missing. Hopefully we can get them back pretty quickly, and I think that will just change the feeling within the squad. But these are big games, a big moment in our season with the games ticking off, and obviously we're still in both cup competitions at the moment, and we want to stay that way. Eddie, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.